So this has been a popular topic recently. The GP5 being sold with CFF3 filters. Now people have been saying, oh, this is a NATO filter, it won't thread. Well, let's see, will it? I want to give a quick rundown. This is a GP7 filter. I don't own a GP5 filter because it didn't come with one. Threads in smooth and nice and easily. Don't have to force it. Unknown Israeli/German filter. Threads in fine. Not going to test it because I don't know what it is. Arbin Protection ABEC filter. Threads in. And I have used this one. 25mm Belgian DIN filter. No. 60mm Suez 61 from the Finnish M61. No. Mark III light anti-gas filter. No. Oh, but there's a 40mm to 60mm adapter. No. It's 60mm to 40mm. There's no such thing as the other one, except of course someone made one recently, but they're not commercial. That's because the threading's the same. Not threading, sorry. They have a 60mm mask, not this. MOF2 filter. Check. Threads, but we don't know what's in it. Takes a bit of forcing. Yugoslav or Serbian M2 filter. Stanag. Threads in all the way. Avon PS10 filter. No, never. And finally, the CFF3. Actually does fit in. Huh. Okay. It grinds when you have to force it in at the end there. So it's probably putting stress on your threading. The question though is, will it work? Obviously you can test it with many other filters, like here, get the Arbin. I'm just going to use a bit of shit aftershave, but it's plenty smelly, so, because I don't really need banana oil or anything like that. Didn't smell it. Checked around the threading and around the end of the filter. GP7 filter. Give that a quick test. And finally the CFF3. Couldn't smell the aftershave. Well, you can now. However, it does seem to scratch the paint. So, while it will work, if you respect the mask, don't use it. Like, I really shouldn't have done that, because I imagine if I did want to put an original filter on it, I'd probably shredded the threading a little bit. Now, a quick thing I just want to check though, is that will the same filters work with a PMG, or in this case a 70M, but who cares? So, yeah, threads in, lovely, easily. Look at that, goes in, because it's basically from the same era. I don't have a 70M filter on hand. Actually, I do in that box, but still. Stanag 40mm. Okay, it stops right there, and I'm not going to push it in further. PS10 filter? No. The MOF2 again? No, that's it's having some difficulty. The Arbin filter, or the ABEC filter if you prefer. It gets a little jammy. No, I don't like the resistance it's putting up with the rubber around the edge there. No, I don't like that one bit. Don't want to damage this thing. And that, man, I'm not even going to try that. But then that brings us to the CFF3. It does actually thread in. That's annoying. I was convinced it wouldn't. Let's try it then. Alright, well, it actually makes a seal with that. Well, that was unexpected. I wouldn't recommend it though. Quick thing I'm just going to test though is will it slot into an S10? And yes, of course it will, because it's a NATO filter. So let's give that a try. Seals very well. I'm not going to bother testing it. But then let's say I use the GP7 filter. Well, I mean, actually threads in. This also threads in. To be fair, plastic threads are way more flexible, both literally and metaphorically. There you go, got one of these instead. So there you have it. The GP5 will actually fit a CFF3. However, since people were so convinced that it wouldn't, and we're actually getting into heated discussions with it recently, I'm gonna put that right there for you guys, because now you can use it to shove it up your ass.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Oh, and as a quick last minute note, I'd just like to say, while yes, it will thread, I forgot to mention that I wouldn't put my life on it if I were you. Just before I pack that up, I want to put that out there. If you genuinely want to try and rely on a GP5 to protect your life, you should look elsewhere. Like, for example, here, the GP7 filter will work with a French ARFA. Does it mean you should do it? Categorically not.